Almost lost it for a second there. All right. All right. We are live, everybody. Thank you for tuning in to Cave Radio Broadcasting. This is The Damn Show. Oh, appreciate everybody for tuning in. Thank y'all for watching along live. You know how I have to get the show started. So I want to say thank you to everybody who's tuning in. Thank you for watching. Please, everybody share the video. I'm going to give you a quick introduction as we getting started here. We all set and we are going live. All right. For everybody who has not seen The Damn Show before, I'm going to give you a quick introduction of basically what it is. Ask a stripper. It is your opportunity to ask a stripper, being me, whatever it is you want to know about the exotic entertainment business. A lot of times people loving the mask. Well, thank you, baby. A lot of times people have had curiosities about the exotic entertainment business and never had anybody to ask a question to. Never had anybody to confirm, what shit is real. So that's basically what I do. I give you an opportunity to ask me anything you want to know. Sometimes you just heard rumors, and a lot of times those rumors be just straight bullshit. Sometimes you just had a curiosity, never had an actual person who could give you some clarity as far as what really goes down in, our lifestyle. Even if you have questions about life from a man's point of view, we go through all of that. So whatever it is y'all want to know, we gonna talk about it. I'll also let y'all know that I got shows coming up. We off punishment in the world, mostly anyway. We working on getting off punishment. So I got shows coming up. First one being on the 28th of this month. That's right, we celebrating our freedom. Grown motherfuckers finally off punishment. We get to get out the damn house. So the 28th, we gonna be over at Hush Lounge over on Finkel. Y'all see the flyer? It's my cover picture on my page. If y'all need to know the address, I don't know it off the top of my head. I can just tell you it's on Finkel between what's happening, Trisha? It's on Finkel between Livernois and Wyoming, right down the street from my alma mater, Henry's Palace, on the same side of the road. Gonna be there on the 28th. Like I said, for anybody else who celebrated belated birthdays, if you didn't have a chance to get out for your birthday, you're more than welcome to come and do a belated birthday party. All birthday girls get in free from March until current. So if you didn't have a chance to celebrate your birthday, come have a good damn time. If you graduated, you're celebrating a job, you want to say fuck your baby daddy day, whatever the case, whatever the fuck you celebrating, we doing it that night. So come on out, have a good time. VIP is available. We got booths available. It's going to be drinks, food, and a lot of dick slinging. I'm just saying. Been out and about, left state to get out of punishment. Man, listen here, you got to do what the hell you got to do. Everybody been sneaking out the house. But we're going to have a good time. We're going to stay safe, and we're going to have a good, good night. So I definitely want everybody to come out. The second time I got a show coming up, she said the memories. Boy, I'm trying to told you. I got another show coming up in Toledo that's on the 31st of July. You know what I'm saying? So y'all can come out that night. You don't mind going on a road trip. We're going down to Toledo. We got some guys from Ohio that's going to be in the building. From Detroit, it's going to be Prince Fantasy, Light Pleasure, Beast, Uncut, New Cat Named Desire. And I'm going to be there. So it's going to be one of them shows. So I definitely want everybody who can come on out and have a good damn time. Y'all got to excuse me. I'm drinking tonight, y'all. So it's going to be one of them nights. I have to come to the next show. I have to work. So no hitting me in the pussy, damn. I have to work. Since you brought that up, we're going to mention this to all the people who might not have any idea what the fuck she's talking about. Back before the world got put on punishment, I had my birthday show March the 14th. And again, shout out to everybody who made it out. We had a good damn time. I sounds like a road trip. Last road trip was supposed to be a few days. It ended up being up 3 weeks. Ain't that some shit? So I made a statement for everybody who wasn't able to make it to my birthday show, that in the city, there's no excuses. I do 2 really big shows of the year. These are like, my beginning and ending of my year. My birthday show in March, my Halloween show, of course, on Halloween. And there's no excuse to miss these because they're the same days every year. You know when my birthday is in March. You know when Halloween is because Halloween's been Halloween before any of us been here. So, if you miss my birthday show and you see me out in the street like, hey, damn, how you doing? I'm punching you in the pussy. No, don't take it personal. Just take it. Straight uppercut. I ain't punching the front of that motherfucker. We ain't hitting you in the muff mound. I'm going straight uppercut. Uppercut. Boom. Down, right, left, leap. I'm doing all the Street Fighter moves. Straight uppercut to the pussy. But we gave y'all a second chance because if you missed my birthday show and then the whole world got put on punishment, you didn't have a chance to see nothing. That was your own damn fault. So this is your chance to make it up. So be here on the 28th and we're going to have a good damn time. Now, to give y'all some other ideas about stuff we got coming up, like my man Stallion, he's going to be at that show on the 28th. Big Stallion from Chicago. When I say Big Stallion, I ain't talking like, you know how some guys be kind of tall. No, this motherfucker is big and a half. He's a great big motherfucker. Huge. This dude is big and a half. You know what I'm saying? So we're definitely trying to put on some quality entertainment and celebrate everybody just being free. So want y'all to come out, have a good time, enjoy yourselves. And like I said, if you celebrating anything belated, let me know. Send something to my inbox so that way I can look out for y'all, so we can have a good damn time. Now, y'all know I tell stories. So I was with one of my homies earlier today, and she was telling me about how one of her friends, this is a very manly man. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't look at this guy and see any bitch in him. He's a very manly man, you know. But they were out in the yard just doing yard work and whatnot, and a moth landed on his shoulder. And it wasn't no little bitty moth like you might see in a closet or, you know, some of them kind that buzz around your headlight, not the headlight, but the porch light. This was, they said the moth that landed on his shoulder was like a moth the size of your hand. And she says, well, I was at your birthday show, but this is the only one I have to miss. Money calls, and the next show have to relate a birthday for me. Okay, we worked it out. She said I would have died. Yeah, cuz. So a moth the size of his hand landed on his shoulder, and I guess he didn't realize it at first. Because some moths, you hear that thing, and then, you know what I'm saying, you kind of like try to get the fuck away, right? He didn't see the moth. So she saw it, and when she saw it, she said she looked at his shoulder, and then he looked at his shoulder, and it was like, ah! So she clowned him, laughed at him, made fun of him. He found the humor in it as well. Those are truly baby bats. Them moms ain't nothing to fuck with. So, but again, you know, I'm not one to judge. Something surprised you, you liable to react. You know what I'm saying? You know, something surprised you. It's like a movie. You know what I'm saying? It ain't you scared. You ain't no bitch or nothing like that. You know, it's just like one of them situations. Like, oh my God, you know, what the fuck is that? Now, granted, his sound was a little bit more high pitched. You know what I'm saying? So then I had to think about it. I'm like, you know, how would I react in that kind of situation? You know what I'm saying? But then I thought about it. I've had one of those kind of situations. Now, mine wasn't a moth. So yeah, I'm going to tell y'all a story about a time when I was taken off guard and, you know, I wasn't at my most manly man moment. But this is some shit that, you know, I'm enough, you know, secure in myself to tell y'all, you know, fear is not the lack of courage. You know what I'm saying? You know, you just sometimes some shit just surprise the fuck out of you. You know what I'm saying? It just, that's all it is. So, you know, it happened to me one time so I could understand my man's pain. So I'm going to tell y'all about it, right? Oh, yeah, y'all didn't see. I got the damn shirts available. Anyway, so I'm going to tell y'all about a time when this happened to me. I am living in my house back when I was staying in Highland Park. And it was the day before garbage day. So I used to keep my big garbage bin on the back porch, you know, so this is like right off of my kitchen. So, you know, when I was cooking or anything, I'd open the back door. I didn't like the garbage in the house, you know what I'm saying? If I could avoid it, I'd avoid it. So kept my garbage bin on the back porch, you know what I'm saying? And then I take it out to the front, put it in the big black city dumpster and let them take it. Well, anyway. So garbage day comes, so I bring the garbage thing in the house. I'm clearing out, making sure I got the garbage out the bathroom, any other little waste baskets or anything like that. Throw it in the big one. And so now I pick it up And now this is one of those larger bins, you know what I'm saying, the kind with the handles on the both sides, with the gray tub kind of looking like, you know, with the big lid on it. I didn't have the lid on it because, again, I was filling it up, right? So I'm walking to my front door from the kitchen, and I got this big thing like this here that's full of garbage, and I'm about to get to the front door. So when I get to the front door, I got to sit it down so I can open the door. So I get ready to sit it down, and something shifted on the inside. So when it shifted on the inside, it kind of, you know, rattled like that. So I'm like, what the fuck? And I took it and I tilted it like this toward me. And when I tilted it like this toward me, I look inside of it, thinking like maybe a bottle or something had shifted, right? I tilted it like this toward me, and I look. And what happened next? This motherfucker jumped out the garbage can, ran up my arm, turned and looked me in my motherfucking face. This was the biggest ass motherfucking Master Splinter ass rat I had ever seen in my motherfucking life, and the bitch was looking me in my motherfucking eyes. There's a sound that came out of me at that moment. I don't know how I produced it. I've never made the sound before in my life, but it wasn't one of them kind of things I'd be proud of. I would kind of compare it to the sound Goofy made when he would fall off of the cliff. You ever watch like Mickey Mouse and Goofy would fall off the thing and he woo, but it was you know, it was like a scream with runs in it. You know what I'm saying? You ever see one of them old grandmas at the church when somebody died and ow? Well, something like that came out of me, but just at an octave that I could not even begin to imitate. Damn, you had a pet. No, that wasn't no fucking pet. Oh, when you still here, you are lucky. Listen. So the sound came out of me, and I let go of the garbage can. It was just like, Jesus, take me now. Just I let go of the garbage can, and this motherfucker just disappeared somewhere. So I'm looking around. I snatched my shirt off. I'm making sure the motherfucker ain't run down my shirt. And I snatched my pants off because when I took my shirt off, it wasn't there. I didn't want the motherfucker to keep on running. You know, I need my nuts. So I snatched my pants off, and it was nothing there. So the garbage can is still there, and my front door is open. I Hadouken kick the damn garbage can out the motherfucking front door into the front lawn. I run out on my porch, and I was good thing I had on drawers that day, because you know normally I don't, but this was like in the, you know, close to the winter time, so you know I was insulated. You know what I'm saying? So I go out on the front porch. Everything that was left on my front porch, I kicked that shit out in the front motherfucking yard. Now I'm still looking around. I'm like, I don't know where this motherfucker went. I don't know if it's in me, in the house, in the garbage. I didn't know. So I start going in the house. I turn my furniture upside down. I'm looking for shit. I can't find this big motherfucker anywhere. But that was definitely one of them days. I didn't sleep that night. I left. I think I went somewhere. I'm not sure where I went, but I didn't feel comfortable going to sleep because I didn't know where this motherfucker went. So now the next day, this is one of them few times in my life when I didn't have a pet. I didn't have a cat, which is normally, you know, my favorite pet of choice. I didn't have one at this time. I didn't have a cat, a dog, a bird, nothing. But the next motherfucking day, I had a cat in my damn house. And I was like, listen here, motherfucker, you ain't eating for a month. You got to go hunt Mickey and get his bionic steroid taking ass up out this motherfucker here. Because I ain't finna be in this motherfucker. He was in my house because I took the garbage can from the back porch, and I was, like I said, I was getting all the garbage in the house, in the can. And when I was, you know, don't judge me. That's all I'm saying. Don't judge me. This was an extreme situation. This is not your normal type of thing, you know. So as I took the garbage can off the back porch, brought it in the house, was throwing garbage, you know, from all the like the bathroom waste baskets and the kitchen and everything. I was making sure I had all of it so I could go and throw it out, you know, for garbage day. But in the process of getting from the back door to the front door, that sound like a Hamtramck rat. This motherfucker was in Highland Park, and maybe it was transplanted from Hamtramck. I don't know. The motherfucker, the motherfucker, like I said, it ran on my arm and stopped on my shoulder like, oh no, bitch, we ain't, no, motherfucker, I ain't friendly like that. You know, you don't know me to be all up in my face. You in my personal space and shit. I need some social distancing, motherfucker. But when the damn thing disappeared and I couldn't find it, I just, I didn't feel too secure at the time. You know what I'm saying? So we got a cat the next day, and I made sure I didn't feed that motherfucking cat for 2 weeks, maybe a month, and that motherfucker had to go. She said, not Mickey. Well, it was close to Disney World because of damn. No, we was in Highland Park. Wasn't no damn Disney shit. This motherfucker was disrespectful. I didn't invite him in. It wasn't one of them kind of like, how some of them some certain cultures treat rodents like pets. I ain't one of them motherfuckers. You ain't finna be all up in my house chilling and you a rodent. I don't play that shit. Gopher, gerbil, hamster, all them motherfuckers is rats with a play on society. I don't play that shit. This motherfucker was not invited in my house. You got to get the fuck up out of here. But like I said, I couldn't find the motherfucker, and I never did find it. But I know I didn't feed the cat for, I don't know for how long, and I didn't see that motherfucker no more. But he had to get the hell up on out of there. So, that was just a time I thought, so I didn't judge my man when he said a moth landed on his shoulder and he let out a scream that wasn't the most manly at the time. He was scared, something surprised him, So it's like, I understand, I'm saying I can feel your pain. I think I'd rather have a moth land on my shoulder than a motherfucking big ass, rat run up my motherfucking arm and just look me all in my face, and the motherfucker look me up and down like I'm small and shit, like I was in his motherfucking territory. No, bitch, you gonna have to get the fuck up out of here. You know what I'm saying? And I left. I moved shortly soon, that's a term. Shortly soon after that, I moved the fuck up on out of there because I didn't feel comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't feel, because every time I hear something, I'm like. And sometimes houses have sounds, trees blowing, I had one, Mickey was just saying hello. Mickey was saying, bitch, I want to die. I don't play that shit, I don't, we don't get down like that. And that motherfucker was heavy, it was on my shoulder and I could feel it, it wasn't like one of them like little light things, where, you don't feel it. When that motherfucker ran up my arm, it had some weight, like the motherfucker, it wasn't Mickey Mouse, it was Mighty Mouse and shit. Like that motherfucker been just picking up. It motherfucker, I don't know, he been in the damn garbage can working out with corn on the cob, just like doing bench presses and shit. And the motherfucker gonna look me up and down like I'm small and shit, like I ain't supposed to be here. Like I'm moving his shit. He just got everything set the fuck up. No, bitch, you and it. Fuck that garbage. I don't even think I took the garbage out the next day because I left. I ain't even come back. I wanted to make sure that motherfucker was gone. But so when I came back with the cat. I threw the cat in the house and I still got the fuck on. I'm like, y'all, I'm gonna leave y'all motherfuckers alone, let y'all work that shit out. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't no bitch. That's all I'm saying. Don't be judging me. Because life has happened before like that. And that reminds me of another time. Smart man. Yeah. I'm not the one for the games. There was another time I was with my dad, and this was the time when I was a little kid. So it's a little bit different. When that time happened when I was in Highland Park, I was at least like about, I'm gonna say maybe like about 28. You know what I'm saying? I was maybe about 27, 28. How was it before you went back home? What you mean, how was it? I wasn't there. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I said I was giving them motherfuckers a space to handle that shit out. Both of y'all grown. You know what I'm saying? Hey, this is a fight to the death. Somebody got to go. And if the cat would have died, then motherfucker, I'd have moved right then. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that. I don't need that kind of trouble. I'm not trying to live like that. You know what I'm saying? So, luckily the cat must have won because, like I said, I never seen that motherfucker no more. He claimed his territory and things was good from that point. But still, I'd hear noise and shit and, it's time to go. So, yeah, that happened. But anyway, I'm going to tell y'all about another time when I was little. Like, me and my dad, we went out on this boat. And there's this island, like, everybody know about Belle Isle. But nobody else, like a lot of people, I'm going to say, don't know about that island that's off of Belle Isle. Like, it's further east, called Peach Island. Now, if you ever been to Belle Isle, like where they used to have the little party store all the way at the end before you come back around on the Detroit side. If you look off the end of the island, you see another island down there. That was Peach Island. Now, a little bit of history. Peach Island used to be a port where people on ships and whatnot used to go out there. They had a little military station, and you know, back in the day, it was what it was. And like a lot of boaters would go there and, you know, just chill because it has a little beach on it and whatnot. So my dad used to like to go to that island, look at the fort, and they had like little trails through the woods, you know what I'm saying, and whatnot. It was like a little hiking spot, but only boaters knew about it, you know what I'm saying. I think my dad was I was a little kid. My dad used to take his hose out there to go fuck. But anyway, that was something different. I knew me as a kid, we used to go hiking. You know, I got to go look at the fort, and this old big wooden log cabin. It was cool as a kid. So he got one of his little ting-tings, you know what I'm saying? And we go out there and we walking around hiking and whatnot. I'm like, Dad, I gotta pee. Ain't no bathrooms out here because it's the fucking woods, right? So I'm a boy. Go over there in that bush. You know, we walking along, my dad and his little ting-ting, they walk across the bridge and they kind of stop on the other side of the bridge waiting for me while I'm, you know, irrigating the nature. So I'm peeing on the bush. Never heard of Peach Island? Yep, it's there. So I'm peeing on the bush, and you know, I'm a little kid. I'm just standing there, looking all in the woods and shit. And all of a sudden, I heard. Now, I don't know if y'all know what it's like being a guy. Some of y'all ladies watching, you just can't cut your piss off. You know what I'm saying? Once you got that stream going, you gotta hold up. You gotta hold. You gotta shake this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You just can't. That day, I cut that motherfucker off like a faucet. And I'm still standing there, right? Because I heard the sound and shit. And I'm like, I'm about 5 years old, right? So I'm standing, I'm looking at the thing, and then all the little leaves went, like, again, I'm like, so I put my little dig up, you know what I'm saying, zip up and shit, and I'm looking because I don't know what's finna go on, right? So then I see this, blink, in the leaves. I was like, oh shit. I think I probably said that as a 5-year-old too. So like 3 little sets of eyes opened the fuck up. Pow! I took the fuck off. I don't know what the fuck it is. I just saw eyes looking up at me, and they was mad. They was eyes. They was little bitty eyes, but they was looking like this because I just pissed all over them. So I took the fuck off. Now, as a little kid, this seemed like such a big distance. Really, it was like only maybe about 5, 6 feet. So I'm running toward the bridge, and I said, Daddy, Daddy, help! And he turned around, looked at me, and I turned, when he looked at me, and he went, I made me turn around like, okay, what the fuck is chasing me now? I didn't know at first. I just know when I looked at him and he went, that don't look like a good sign. You know what I'm saying? When he looked like, oh shit, I need to be a kid and say, oh shit. So I did the fucked up thing, and while I'm still running, I look behind me. It was a mama and 4 baby skunks. And these motherfuckers was wet and pissed the fuck off. They got just piss just dripping all off of all of them. And skunks, when they try to spray you, they run on their front hands, and they had their asses up in the air because they was trying to get me back. So now I got the mama doing a handstand, taking off at full speed in a sprint on her little front paws, and the baby's trying to catch up with the mama, and all of them just trying to turn their ass at me, and they trying to get me. But I am gone. I had the chick, and when I turned around and I saw them was trying to point their ass at me, I'm like, oh hell no. So I'm like, Daddy, help. He said, run, nigga, run. You ain't gonna help me. You just go run, nigga, run. So I'm full speed as a little kid. I don't even feel you ever run so damn fast when you was a little kid, you don't barely feel your tip of your toes hitting the ground? I'm doing that like tick, 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 tick shit. I can't fuck up, because if I fuck up, I'm gonna hit the ground. So I can't miss no damn step. So I'm running toward the bridge, right? Now, I'm telling y'all this shit like it took a long time. It was very fast. You know what I'm saying? Now, there's a little path to come around to the bridge, but there wasn't no like rails, no ropes on the side of the bridge. It was just a wooden little bridge that went across a little creek. So I said, fuck it. I ain't running across the trail. I jumped from the land all over the corner, landed on the bridge, mid-stride, kept the fuck on going. Then I looked back again. You are Kelly, the mama and the babies. Yep, I sure the fuck did. I'm going to piss on you. Drip, drip, drip. So when I jumped over the little corner of the water onto the bridge, them motherfuckers tried to jump too, but they ain't make it. All I heard was douche, 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 douche. All of them douche, 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 douche. It's just like all of them hit the water the same way. So I'm taking the fuck off across the bridge, and I was about to jump in my daddy's arms like, hey, help me. But this motherfucker didn't help me. He just gonna tell me to run. So I ran straight past his motherfucking ass. I didn't know if the things was behind me, if one of them made it or not. I just kept fucking going. I was heading toward the boat because I'm ready to go. So, and he just... I got to the boat, turned around, wasn't nobody behind me. My dad, his little ting-ting, none of the skunks. I got to the boat, I'm sitting in the cabin with the blinds closed, looking out the thing like this. My dad come walking up to the boat with his ting-ting, and he said, hey, boy, where you at? I'm in the cabin. When I tell you, they laughed at me so motherfucking hard. And I was a little kid mad than a motherfucker. Like, you wouldn't help me. You sacrificed. You was going to let them get me. What's in your hand? Oh, you talking about my tattoo? Yeah, it's starting to fall off now. But yeah, so I take the fuck off. You know, and you ain't going to help me. You ain't going to say, pick up a stick, a switch. You ain't... nothing. You ain't pick me up and say, come on, boy, you know, I run motherfucking day. I felt like I was being sacrificed to the skunks. And, you know, they was just going to let them get me. You don't love me. It was horrible. I was heart just pumping out my little bitty ass chest. I was a little kid and I was sacrificed and wasn't nobody there to help me. I was going to be the little skunk boy. Cause I don't know if y'all ever like, some of y'all done drove past skunks, right? Y'all done drove past skunks when they've been hit on the road. But you ever, like, seen... She said, what? You funny. Man, listen, I'm telling y'all the truth. This is real shit that happened to me. This ain't something I heard about. This is something that happened to me. What's up, Katie? You know our parents wasn't no good when we were scared. Man, these motherfuckers laughed at me, and they went home and had to call everybody else. This is before they had cell phones. So my dad got home and called all my uncles. He called my auntie. And had to tell him, what's up, Prince? I told him about the show on the 31st July. We gonna be in Toledo. Y'all motherfuckers need to be there. She says, your daddy said everyone for themselves. No, it wasn't even that. My dad look at me, he's watching me run from the skunks, and these motherfuckers are sitting there watching me just take the fuck off. You know what I'm saying? My dad said, yeah, boy, you run pretty good. Motherfucker, you ain't helped me. You know, he was just gonna let whatever happened happen, just letting it unfold. So here I am, left to my own destiny. It's a good thing I was a little fast motherfucker, because had I been, you know, out of shape or anything like that, had some bad shoes on, I was so glad for them little bitty Nikes. But man, I took all the way the fuck off. And it was a horrible situation, but I learned from this, you know, I learned from this situation, and it was road trips be lit with Prince. Okay, well, make sure your ass is there on July 31st when we go there. So yes, that is definitely one of them kind of situations. So, you know, we as men, we are still men, and that doesn't take anything away from, you know what I'm saying, what that is. He said run, and that was his way of helping. I was already running. I didn't need a motherfucker tell me to run. I was already in stride, and it wasn't no trot, it wasn't no jog. I was in full get the fuck on mode. You know what I'm saying? There's a difference between running for fun as a kid. When you run from, you know, just your friends as a kid, you having fun. You know, kids got boundless energy. I was in get the fuck on mode. You know what I'm saying? It's like when you scared because it's a motherfucker in the closet when you was a kid. You know what I'm saying? How you take the fuck off out the room. I just had room to run. So when I turn to the bushes and I see little bitty eyes looking at me, when get the fuck on kicked in, pow. And it was one of them kind of situations when ain't no brakes, ain't no stopping. It's just, motherfucker, when you go, there's one speed and it's all the way go. So I see my sister Sherry watching. What's happening? Sherry, here's something for you. Every once in a while when my siblings or my cousins log on, I ask them, do they remember a good Tommy story? Because sometimes I'm so used to just the shit that I remember just off the top of my head. I forget about other shit that's happened, you know what I'm saying, that's memorable or just crazy than a motherfucker. So I give them an opportunity to give me something good to tell y'all, to get to know me on a different level. So I'm gonna ask my sister, do you have anything that stands out as an entertaining Tommy story? Because I'm so used to telling the typical stories that I'm used to. So maybe my sister might have a good one. You just remind me of something good, and Lord knows what she might come up with. But now this is what I'm going to do one day. I'm going to do a little family reunion with all my siblings up here, and I'm going to invite them all up here, and we all just going to kick it one day, and I'm just going to pass the camera and let everybody get their own little segment, and they're going to tell y'all Tommy stories. They don't have no damn... I'm trying to think, do any of them have some damn stories? I have to think about what the fuck I'm talking about, guys. I might... Now, some of my brothers might have a couple damn stories. Some of my sisters, not so much. They got some good Tommy stories. They don't have no good damn stories. So, yeah, that happens. So, now, in light of that, for everybody who's watching, if this is your first time watching Ask a Stripper, please, as entertaining as some of the stories are, you can feel free to ask me anything you want. Like I said, I answer all questions, whether it's about the exotic entertainment business, curiosities you might have, or rumors you might have heard. A lot of all of that is straight bullshit. And if you haven't been in the lifestyle, you're not going to know what's happening. What's up, baby D? Y'all not going to know about a lot of the shit, because every job has its political bullshit that they have to deal with. I don't care if you're a nurse, if you work at a call center, you can fucking work at Taco Bell. Every job has its political set of bullshit. And ours is not immune to the chaos, you know, that is just political, people dealing with people and business and all the crazy shit that comes in between. So, a lot of times some of the stuff that we go through, people think, oh, that stuff don't happen in real life. Oh, that shit doesn't happen. This shit goes down like a paraplegic on roller skates. I'm trying to told you. I'm going to tell you a story that somebody just told me. I always talk about crazy shit that happens to me. You know what I'm saying? Just random shit during the show. And I was asking somebody else, well, what has happened crazy to you during a show? You know, just trying to pick somebody else's brain. And this young lady was telling me that one day a guy was using her as a part of a routine. I'm gonna tell it. One day, an entertainer was using her for a routine. And sometimes when a guy uses you as a routine, they'll pick you up or pick you out the audience first. I'll start with that. Put you in a chair, dance around you. Sometimes you might get twirled around. And depending on the guy's show, depends on necessarily what he does. So, this young lady gets pulled up on the stage, and the guy is dancing for her, performing for her, and whatnot. And his normal thing of performing, this is one of the guys that get naked. So part of his show is revolved around the big meat reveal. Yeah, like it's a preview, you know, for the movie or whatnot. So that's his main part of the show, right? So the way he does it, he'll have a female laying down on the ground, spread eagle, opened up, whatever the fuck. And he'll get her all in the position. And two things happen. He'll take a running dive, jump up in the air, dive down on top of her, act like he's humping away, and then get up and continue his show. Big visual presentation, and then you go on to the show. Well, now here's the challenge, or I should say the surprise part. He puts the girl into position, has her down on the ground. She's ready, but she had a dress on. Now, sometimes certain guys don't like dancing for women in dresses because, for one, you don't want to embarrass anybody, make them feel uncomfortable, or even show their business if they don't want it being shown. Now, on the other end of that, some women don't give a fuck. When they in the mode, they in the mode. Okay, we got a show on the 31st, so that's something different. But okay. And plant your ass on the floor. Drop? That's not what I did. You supposed to pick a story about me, Sherry. But anyway, so again, depends on the person. Some women, once you put them on the spot, they don't give a fuck. So now, the young lady that this guy put on the floor, she had a dress on. Now her dress is like about mid-thigh, right? So for everybody in the audience, her head is facing the audience from the stage, so they can't see what's pointing toward the back of the stage, right? Now, she ain't have on nan draw. If she had on underwear, I'd say she had some drawers on, but she ain't have on nan draw. So when he goes to the back to take a run and jump, he turns around and see it ain't nothing but open pussy right there. Now, this is his big meat reveal. So his move, he goes to the back, comes running toward the front, realize she ain't got no drawers on in mid-jump, and when he comes down, lands on top of her, straight penetration. Takes both of them by surprise. Now, motherfucker, I don't know if it got good to him. He get a couple little pumps in, he got to jump up, but now, you know, you done got fucked in front of the club, but everybody, again, really don't know it because he kind of played it off, he jump up and whatnot, and now, of course, everybody's there going off the visual because it looked like they was fucking, but little do they know that shit was real. So, exactly. So, that was, just, again, something, when I tell y'all certain shit happens, motherfuckers don't realize it. There are certain things that, even though y'all see shit, you don't know what you might be seeing. So, we have had, Prince, I don't know, we'll talk about that later. But yeah, so sometimes some of the things you see, y'all don't know, like if we even make a mistake, because we're so used to doing what we're doing, we keep rolling. The show must go on. There's no doubt about that. Whether it's a slip, you miss a cue, or some shit like that, some stuff like that always happens. One of the funniest times to me was, and I'm gonna talk about this one. This was one of my homies' Wet Dreams. Wet Dreams is a generation ahead of me as far as male dancing. You know what I'm saying? Dancers are kind of like generations. You know what I'm saying? So you're older generations. You know what I'm saying? For every time somebody comes in, you're just like, there's a few people that are under me, but Wet Dreams is like a generation over because he started before me. Anyway, Wet Dreams has this move that he does, and a few other dancers do it, but the way Wet Dreams does it is a little unique just to him. The way the move goes, you have a chick, and you acting like you hitting her from behind. So you behind her, you going through your motions while you're still performing. So this is what the visual is, right? So when he sets that up, making it entertaining, he gets a second girl. Like, oh, what's he going to do with, now he's got two girls. How's this going to look? So he takes the second girl while the first one is still bent over. And the idea is to have the second girl put her hands on like the top of the girl's hips, the one that's already bent over. Like she's holding her down. Like, look, you make sure she doesn't move. Now, in the process of that, he goes behind the second girl. Now she's bent over. You reach between her legs like this here. Grab her by the front of her hips. And you can lift her up and then step up to the first girl. So like you still fucking her from behind, but you got the second girl bent over in front of your face. So now it looks like you got multitasking going on where you eating one, fucking the other one, right? Okay, so this is the move that he was doing at the time. Now, again, Wet Dreams has a twist to it. So he's hitting the one girl, he's getting the girl here, and of course it gets immediate audience reaction. They're looking and they go like, oh my God, wow, la, la, la. But now what's supposed to happen from then, and again, this depends on the entertainer, because different guys got ways of coming out of that move. Because it's one thing going into a move, but it's something completely different coming out of it. Now, coming out of it, you can sit the girl down. Like what I would do, I would sit the top girl down on the first one. Now, I got one bent over the other one, so I'm going to act like I'm hitting both of them. Whatever. Wet Dreams, he got the first girl right here. And while he has her here, his bottom half turns like this here. And then he just lets the bitch go and starts singing to the audience the song. So what happens is, it looks like Jenga, and somebody just pulled out the wrong fucking block. You just got bitch collapse upon bitch collapse upon the floor. So like, and we all like, oh shit, he just dropped the bitch. But he didn't drop it by accident. He dropped the bitch completely intentional. He just like, you know what, I'm done. And just like, you just throw his hands up, and the bitch just fall on top of the other bitch, and they just both hit there, and you just got this plane crash hose on the floor, and they sitting there trying to get themselves together, and he's moving on like, when would you mind? And then it's like, you just drop the bitch. You just fuck them. Just let the bitches go. And he just, I'm done with you now. And drop the bitches, and they hit the girl. Have you ever had another bitch dropped on you? You know what I'm saying? It's like, you don't even warn them, like, okay, I'm about to let you go now, or hey, you get ready. No, he just let the one bitch go. If you never had another bitch dropped on you, it's something to see, because you might be ready. Like, if you are, it's one thing, you let somebody else go, you might be able to catch yourself. But if you hovering over another bitch, and all of a sudden now what was holding you in suspended animation just boom, 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 and then now you got a pile of bitches on the floor, and it just looks like, what in the fuck? You know what I'm saying? And this was one of the funniest fucking things the first time I seen it, right? Because you would think, oh, okay, like the first time I saw it, I'm like, oh, okay, maybe it was an accident, maybe he, something happened, he just let the bitch go so he can go on with his routine. Like if your arms was cramping up, I had to let the bitch go, or my hands was hurting, I had to let the bitch go. It was a mistake. It wasn't a mistake. He did this shit all intentionally. Well, he was done with them. He had what he had to do. Well, no, I don't know if again, everybody got their own techniques, but I'm telling you, that's just the way the fuck he get down. You know what I'm saying? Because he just let the bitch go. Now, like I said, the first time I saw it I'm thinking in my head, well, maybe something happened where he had to let her go. He lost his grip, and he was just going on with his performance. Maybe the bitch farted in his face and he let her go. I don't know. But the second time I saw it, I'm like, he did it. He just dropped the bitch. Oh no, it was on purpose, because he did it just the same way before. Then the third, fourth, 20th time I seen it, as soon as I see it, I start telling other people like, hey, he about to drop the bitch. What? They go, no, he ain't gonna drop the girl. He a professional. He about to drop the bitch. Watch. Next thing you know, boom, 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 boom. Pile of holes on the floor. And again, that's what works for him. His show, women love it. They enjoy him. Maybe they was heavily, they was heavily in his damn face. They was heavily on top of each other. You know what I'm saying? Now, if I know the story about picking up somebody that's beyond your means, I've done told y'all that story. You try to find somebody where it's comfortable, where if you are going to pick somebody up, you can, maneuver them the way you need to maneuver them. You don't want to get somebody on stage with the idea of picking somebody up, and then now your arms start doing stinky leg. That's not something that's going to be beneficial to your show. I need to see this. Oh, to see it is something amazing in itself. Maybe the pussy was smelly. But then now that has happened before too, where you go to perform for somebody and you go to do a certain move on them, and then when you get face to muff, it's like, oof. I didn't had a situation where I wanted to take my nose off my face, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, how in all of the fuck did you not know about that? And you came out the house with that motherfucker. You could have left your pussy in the car if it smelled like that. That shit was horrible. You ain't got to bring that motherfucker in here. You could don't bring your pussy in the club if it sound, or the motherfucker probably had a sound to it. But if it smelled like the expiration date went out on that motherfucker, don't bring it with you. You can leave that motherfucker in the car. I didn't want to say that they were big or fat, so I chose a nicer word. No, and again, it's not even that so much, because there are certain other guys who that is what they aim for. Like there's a couple other like really, and I give all respect to them, because there's a couple guys who work off of some of the larger women, and they pick up women that a normal person couldn't. Now, what that does is, because when some entertainers pick up a small to a medium-sized girl, anybody can do that. That secret perfume they had on, that secret funk they had on, that shit was a snail trail. That shit's horrible. Anyway, when certain guys pick up a small to a medium-sized woman, It can still be entertaining and look, impressive as depending on the moves that they do. But when you pick up a large woman on the stage, the first thing that goes on is, oh. Because you pick up a little girl, and any big ladies in the audience, they'll be like, I bet you can't do that shit with me. I can't never find a motherfucker pick my ass up and fuck me against the wall. But then you find somebody who can not just pick your big ass up, but turn you around and do some flipping with you. That shit is impressive, even to us as entertainers. When I see certain people pick somebody that's big than a motherfucker up and start doing amazing shit with them, I'm impressed as an entertainer and as a man, because I know my limits. And, I had to learn the hard way, but I learned my limits. But when you see somebody do it, and beyond just doing it, do it well where they have control, I was like, I completely respect that. You know what I'm saying? Pussy isn't supposed to have an expiration date on it. No. There's this one chick, and you gonna make me tell another story. It was about this lady when we were dancing up in Flint. I think she should get an award, because she should either get an award or a ticket, because I don't know how she was able to harness all of the funk. George Clinton ain't got shit on the funk that she was producing out of that skunk trunk that she had. I think the swamp twat that she had deserved to be citationed. You know what I'm saying? Like, if the health department would have came in the club and caught a whiff of that motherfucker, they'd have probably shut the whole club down, because there ain't no telling where it's coming from, because the shit was all in the motherfucking air, and you just walking around mad because you ever walk into a place and it smells so bad you just look mad, like as soon as you walk in you all happy and shit, you like you having a good time, and then as soon as you hit, and I felt I was so motherfucking upset. I was so motherfucking upset because I felt like I was being attacked by this funk monkey, and I can't figure out where the fuck it's coming from, but I could tell whatever it was, the bitch came this way, and you just it's like, I feel sorry for dogs who have a sensitive nose, and if they have to live with a swamp twat woman, and dogs, they nose is so sensitive and they can't get away from it. Your owner got this swamp twat walking around the house and leaving funk all on the furniture. But anyway, we come into the club, and as soon as I hit the door, it just I walk in, and I was having a good time all day, so I had a good day. I was feeling positive, fit to come in here and make some money. As soon as I walked through the door, it was like, I just felt mad all of a sudden, like, get the fuck out my face. What the fuck? I just couldn't get it out my damn face. I felt like I was just, no matter where I went, I was just swinging on the air. This motherfucker is just attacking me. That's all up in my space, and I was upset. These just dead souls of men she had fucked, and did she wash her pussy after soul she got? I believe there was probably dead souls in there, but it was probably dead souls of the tampons of Christmas past. And it's just, this bitch was so disrespectful, the pure funk that came in out that motherfucker, because it was just bad. So it's like, we walked in the club, and it's just like I said, it immediately was just all in your face, and you couldn't get away from it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I came in the club, and I'm getting ready because I have to talk on the microphone. At this particular club we was at, and it's like I have to be in a certain frame of mind. You know what I'm saying, to even be able to get everybody else where they need to be. Because sometimes the MC is the guy who talks on the microphone. You can carry the whole show. You know what I'm saying? So I want to get in there. Hey, ladies, thank you for coming out. I want you to have a good time. The bar is open. La da 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 da. Hey, can you get on all the females? Some of the dancers don't smell good either. Oh, I'll talk about that next. And that is something dealing with professionalism too. I will mention that. But so this case, I walked in the club and I had to get the microphone, and I'm trying to think of something nice to say, but I really don't want to say too much, because every time I open my mouth, that smell is getting, and I can. And then I figured out where the fuck this fumigation was coming from, because the chair that was sitting next to me was empty. But it was like, you ever be outside in the summertime and you see like the heat waves coming off the sidewalk, and the heat waves coming off the sidewalk making everything look like the desert. So when I looked at this chair, it was just the heat waves coming off the seat of the chair, and it's just looking wavy and shit. I thought, maybe, am I dizzy? What the fuck is going on? I don't understand. And then this swamp twat monster came out the bathroom. Hey, damn, how you doing? And sat down in the chair. and then all of it just. Remember Pigpen, Charlie Brown friend Pigpen, how he walked and he had a cloud that was just around him? She fucked your day up, damn, to the point where we're fighting the air now and you doing fighting shit. I was mad, and then she came to me and she sat down in the chair next to me and was like, "Hey, damn, how you doing?" And then when she said, "Hey, damn, how you doing?" I could just see the funk cloud coming closer to me, and I had to look at the microphone because the microphone, it didn't have a cord on it, because if it did have a cord on it, I was gonna drop that motherfucker and sacrifice it and get the fuck out of there. But the cord, I know you lying. I am not lying. Oh, I swear for cheese and crackers. This woman, her aura, it was like an aura, like old hot dog water. This bitch smelled like she smelled like a month old of boiled bacon. It was bad. And then the waves was not coming off the chair. It was like shit going like this coming off the chair. It was shit going like this coming off the chair. And it was like her whole body was mad and trying to run away from a pussy. Did you dance for her? Not that day, but another time, because she like to tip everybody 20, so everybody was trying to dance for her, but they walk up, they was like, and you can see when people was trying to dance for her because she tipped 20s, right? Everybody else might tip a single here and there, but she was tipping 20s because she knew that would get motherfuckers comfortable for her. So I think she knew what the fuck she was doing. But so every time somebody went to dance for her, they walk up to her, "How you doing? All right. All right. How you doing? Yeah, I like this song. Okay, there you go. Thank you, Timmy. All right, have a good day." And get the fuck on. And she always got real short dances from all the dancers because they only dance for as long as they could hold their breath. So as soon as they ran out of their lung capacity, they had to get the fuck on. It was like somebody when they underwater, they like just swinging for the air. So y'all dance for her, and she smelled like, no, I will never ever disrespect fish like that. I think any fish in the water would retreat. They'd probably grow legs like some of them amphibian motherfuckers and just say, you know what, fuck this shit, evolution, I'm out this bitch, and get the fuck on. So yeah, it was definitely a situation like that. And that's just the one that stands out the fucking most. I don't know how anybody could ever sacrifice any of their genitals trying to get close to that. It was horrible. But, again, sometimes as a dancer, that's some of the stuff you got to deal with. Now, I'm going to bring up something Sharitha mentioned. She said sometimes, so you saying she smelled like a skunk then? Again, I wouldn't even disrespect a skunk like that. If I had a choice, and you know how they say, would you rather, have you ever rather, you know what I'm saying? I think I prefer, man, listen here. You can eventually get a skunk scent off of you. I don't know if you'd ever been able to get this motherfucker off of you. It was like a film in the air. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not talking about like Polaroid. I'm talking. It was bad. It was definitely bad. So did the money smell? Yeah. And it's like when she gave you a 20, you knew which 20 came from this motherfucker, because when you looked at it, Frederick Jackson was like this. Most motherfuckers, when you look at them on the bill, they be like, every time you picked up one of her bills, they was like, the bill was glad to get the fuck away from her ass. If she tipped a single, the George Washington was on this motherfucker like, it was bad. She made the motherfuckers on the bill change their faces. I can't imagine 100 because the motherfucker was probably a blue face. That's where the fuck they come from. And it was just bad. It was horrible. Now, there have been situations where some ladies would say the dancers weren't as fresh as they should have been. As a male dancer, you have to learn. Oh my God, stop. I almost fell out the chair laughing. This is real shit. This is real shit. This is stuff that, we have to deal with. You know what I'm saying? You as a dancer, you sacrifice your nose so much, you know what I'm saying? And then the other thing is, we talk about y'all motherfuckers in the dressing room too. As soon as we figure out one of y'all got a skunk monkey, it's like, no, you ain't, I'm sorry, ain't no way in the east side of hell. And so you go tell your boys, like, hey, there's a funk monkey out there. You go out there, motherfucker, you gonna get stuck in a swamp twat, and don't nobody want none of that. So anyway, now I'm gonna be fair. Like I said, I talked about, you know, the nasty dead pussy lady. So I think a pussy was dead. You know what I'm saying? The rest of her body just had to catch up. That's a horrible situation. But now, a lot of new dancers don't understand that you have to have a different type of hygiene when you're an entertainer. Again, that's what I'm finna go into now. When you're a dancer, you have to have a different type of hygiene. Now, just as a general man in the world, it's different from us as opposed to most ladies. Now, ladies, y'all have powders, sprays, and splashes, and douches, and all type. You got a whole aisle in almost any store you go to strictly dedicated to pussy care. And it's been like that for many moons. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got shit dedicated just to y'all. It's more than just soap. Because some of y'all are sensitive, some of y'all got leakage, some of y'all got extra pussy. When I say extra pussy, I ain't talking... See, some of y'all got pussy. Some of y'all got extra pussy. You know, the extra pussy is when it look like your vagina has a firecracker wrapped in meatloaf. And if your shit look like a thumb surrounded in roast beef, then you got extra pussy. You know what I'm saying? Now, if your pussy like a closed eye, then you ain't got extra pussy. Or if you got like one of them kind of pussies where it's like you can't see your vagina from the front, it just look like a chin. Yes, now stop so you can look at mine. If you got one of them kind of pussies where you can't see that motherfucker from the front because it just look like a chin, you ain't got extra pussy. But if you got one of them kind of vaginas, when you look at that motherfucker, it look like a moose knuckle, then you got extra pussy. So they got special shit in the stores just for y'all that got extra pussy or the firecracker pussy. You know, it look like you threw a firecracker in a bunch of meatloaf. And now your shit doing all that kind of shit. Your pussy look like somebody lying to it. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all know what the fuck I'm talking about. You're going to look at your shit when you go to the bathroom. You're like, do my pussy look like it lying to me? If you lie to your pussy all the time, it's sitting there looking at you like this. You know what the fuck I'm talking about. They have stuff that can help you with ball care now. Now they do. This shit is new for guys. They've only come up with this shit in the past couple of years. But like I said, any store you go to, they got pussy care because Funk Monkey has been a problem forever. But now just, again, I'm going to explain this as a general man. You have to deal with hoop nuts, okay? Hoop nuts is like you've been working all day, let alone if you got a labor job where you in the heat, you work at a plant, you construction or anything where you gonna be in the world and your nuts is just enclosed and then, you know, you have to go and release that pressure at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Hoop nuts is a serious thing. Okay, and a lot of guys suffer from hoop nuts, and then, you know, you have to go home and do your ball care after you get off of work, you know what I'm saying, and motherfuckers don't understand that ball care is something strategic, you know what I'm saying, you can't just, you know, splash them motherfuckers. No, that's where the term teabag came from, because you got to apply some water thoroughly around these motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying, and that's just general man maintenance, okay. Now, it's completely different when you're a male entertainer. And the reason being, a man who is not a male entertainer, he go home, you know what I'm saying, he do his ball care, he puts something back on, whether it's underwear or some pants or shorts or whatever, and he goes about his day, but his dick ain't on display or up in anybody's, you know, facial area all the time. So you can, you know, allow it to, you know, be covered up again. But when you're a male entertainer and you know you're going to be dancing for women who are sitting in a chair and your shit is going to be like this, most of the show, you have to have a different kind of care. Let alone if you dancing in any type of costume that has leather, fur, sequins, shit that's gonna keep your nuts closed the fuck up like they vacuum packed. And then you do a certain move and that vacuum break, you know, everything is like an underwind. You know what I'm saying? Like you ever have an underwind come up from you and then you be like, where the fuck that come from? So if you don't have entertainer hygiene, it's not the same. So a lot of guys, especially when they first start, you know, is they have to learn, no, you have to do a lot more. And you got to bring shit with you. You can't leave your ball care at home. Anything, whether it's wet wipes, alcohol, whatever the fuck it is that you need to bring that shit with you, because Axe don't cover up every motherfucking thing. So if you see me, Me, myself, personally, I had to learn that ball care was very important and intricate when I'm dealing with my ladies. Because for one, I don't want to give y'all high blood pressure. I'm a gentleman. You know what I'm saying? Unless you just like, high sodium in your diet. You know what I'm saying? I want to make sure that, I'm being considerate at least. Because you don't want a bitch getting dry mouth when she, all up in that motherfucker because it got too much salt on it. You know what I'm saying? So she... No, I don't want to do that to you. You know what I'm saying? So I try to keep it, nice and lotioned and, fruitful. You know what I'm saying? I like, getting some things in there, like get me some apricot and some pineapple. You know what I'm saying? So when you're down there, everything smells appetizing. You know what I'm saying? And not too much seasoning on your meat. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody don't like that, soul food seasoning. You know what I'm saying? You put some gravy on this motherfucker if you want to, but I don't give a fuck. Anyway, I'm talking about dancing. So some guys, first off, you have to know your body. Everybody sweats differently. Now, granted, everybody sweat, but everybody sweat differently. And one thing that I found out, especially in the beginning, when I'm dancing and I start sweating because I'm performing hard and all this sweat is on my body and I'll go to the back to dry off. But before I go and dry off, I have to pat myself down, hit my underarms, dry off. But the problem is, the whole time while I'm out there, gravity is happening. So all that sweat is dripping down me, and it's going to accumulate somewhere if it doesn't hit the floor. So now my whole body is naked except this pouch that's holding all my man meat. So guess what happens with all that sweat? It gathers where it can't escape. So now all that sweat has hit that pouch. So what I had to learn, and I learned the hard way, I ain't gonna lie, I had to get different material so it allowed my whole area to be able to breathe, because it can't get trapped. You know what I'm saying? It get trapped, now it's going to start brewing. It's going to be like a crock pot. I was about to say a crock pot, but it's going to be a cock pot, and my meat's tender. But now the problem is once that pressure gets released from that crock pot, it's going to do it just the same way it do in the kitchen. And sometimes that ain't good. You know what I'm saying? So I had to learn to get material. I don't have a whole bunch of leather costumes because that leather gets funky. It's just like skin now. You got all that sweat soaked into that skin and salt, and now it's just bad. So let alone if you got anything thicker than that, it's a bad situation. So these are the conversations I have, especially with new entertainers who don't know any better. You know what I'm saying? You have to have maintenance supplies to keep your shit right. She says, what? I remember being at Henry's years ago and a dancer was dancing behind me, smelling like he ain't washed his nut for 2 weeks, and I turned around and sprayed his ass with body spray. Now, see, that was disrespectful. Granted, yeah, it's one of them kind of situations where, everything can be handled in an appropriate way. Now, especially if I find out, you know what I'm saying, somebody has offended someone in the audience, I'll be like, hey, let me holler at you. And I go talk to them, tell them this is how you can be a male entertainer and conduct yourself in a cleanly manner. Because that's one of the worst things that'll stick to you is, oh, he stank, his nuts smell. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes it might not even be the dancer that smells. Another problem that they have is they have to learn, you have to clean your dance bag. Our dance bags are, to have our different costumes and, whatever props we use when we're performing. And some guys will go dance at the club one night, let alone if they dance a couple nights, and leave their costumes in their bag all zipped up overnight, and then go to the club the next day and open their bag up like, okay, I'm just going to wear this shit again. No. For one, your bag has to breathe, because if you take that sweaty ass costume that you just performed in, throw it in the bag, zip it up, and you leave that shit in there, that funk is building inside of this closed space, and it's going to build and just amplify. And it's like, what happened to grapes? They turn into wine. So the same thing happens with nut sweat. When you put it in this costume and you just leave it closed up and it ain't getting no air, that shit is getting stronger and stronger. And that shit's gonna be like the Hulk when you bust out that motherfucker. And a lot of guys don't know that shit coming into the business. They'll even go, and wash their costume and close their bag up and leave it like that. No. When you finish dancing, you gotta let that motherfucker air the fuck out. Go home, wash your towel, wash your costume, you know what I'm saying, and let that shit breathe. Leave your bag open so some air can get up in that motherfucker. So if it was any moisture in that motherfucker, it has a chance to hit the air and don't just sit in that motherfucker like a cock pot. Look, his ass. You must have an iPhone. Look, his ass had been dancing for years, and it was disrespectful. That was disrespectful, the smell of his ass and my noise. Yep, you got an iPhone. But I know what you're trying to say. And see, that's probably how bad it smelled. It knocked your whole equilibrium out. Your words won't come out right, thinking about that funk that disrespected your nose. So that has happened, you know what I'm saying? Now, let alone other situations. I'll tell y'all about something that happened to me. And again, I don't have a problem telling y'all the real shit that happened with me. It was this one time we was doing G-Spot over at Rado's. This was a club on the east side, damn near when I first started. Ray O'Shea had this club that we would dance at on Wednesday night. And it had a main dance floor downstairs, then it had a VIP area upstairs that we used to perform at. And this particular time was a G-Spot. And the G-Spot, it was a real small area, so most of the guys were walking around each other. You know, you'd be like, excuse me, excuse me. You know, sometimes you just got in the mood, and it was almost like a train. No, not that kind of train. Let me use a better term. You were moving behind each other. You remember that? You got a chance to dance at Rado's, Prince? I thought that was a little bit before you. So when we would do G-Spot, to get through the audience, and sometimes the chairs was kind of tight up on each other, I would be dancing for a girl, he'd be dancing for a girl next to me. So when he moved away from the girl he's dancing on, he moved to the one next to her, then I would move to that. And it's kind of like, you know, we move single file like that, right? So there was this one particular time we was doing just that. I'm dancing for this lady, and she was sitting in a bar stool, so I'm face-to-face dancing for her, and Nestle Quick was right next to me dancing for a chick, you know, and I knew when I moved, I was going to go down the line, and then Quick was going to come behind me, right? So Quick's dancing for the girl, I'm dancing for the girl in front of me, and then all of a sudden, I felt my stomach go, and I'm like, oh, shit. Whew. It was one of them kinds where I already knew what was going to happen. Something was on his way out. I ain't had to go to the bathroom like right then, but I had some pressure. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, oh shit. But I couldn't just be like, okay, all right, thank you, and just dip off. Because if I had to dip off, motherfuckers was like, what the fuck wrong with him? And I didn't want everybody to know I had gas and I had to go boo-boo. So I was like, okay, I ain't got to go right now. So I'm just going to keep dancing, right? So I'm dancing for the girl. I'm trying to kind of dance for the whole song, right? But I see Quick look at me like, okay, I'm ready to come on, you know? So he ready to get moving. So I feel that bubble hit me again. And shit. Okay, so the move that I do, the girl's, like I said, she's sitting in the stool, so she kind of like face to face with me when I'm standing up, right? So I kind of like do the move here, like I go down to where her knees at, so like my face is like level with her knees, right? While I'm down there squatted down, I let that motherfucker go real quiet and soft, right? So when I let that motherfucker go real quiet and soft, while I'm still down there, I looked, I said, yeah, girl. And I moved on to the next chick. So when I moved on to the next chick, I stood up and I started dancing for her. And as soon as I got to the next chick, Quick came over and danced for the girl that I had just been kneeling in front of. And when Quick came next to her, he danced in front of her. But when he moved in front of her, all that funk, that fart that was down bottom in the floor came up as soon as he got in front of her. And she gonna go, oh shit, what the fuck is that, nigga? You stink. Get away from me. And he was like, what you talking about? I ain't even do nothing. Bitch, you tripping. And I'm standing at the girl next to her. I'm like, oh, damn, that's fucked up. I felt bad than a motherfucker. But I couldn't get away. So I set Quick up for failure for that one. And I told him about it like years later. He was like, man, that was you, damn. Man, I was about to smack the shit out of that bitch. Talking about that thing. It did smell bad, but I thought she farted and was trying to blame me. I'm not making fun of Nestle Quick voice. He really do talk like that. He get high all the time. So that's the way he talk. You know what I'm saying? He was like, man, damn, I didn't even know that. That's fucked up, damn. Oh, I thought that bitch farted was blaming it on me. It did stink too. You was a funky nigga. Look, that was one of them kind of times where it was like, I didn't plan to set him up. I just needed to get rid of it. So I didn't know if it was going to be bad or not, but I knew I had to get this pressure off. And if I was standing up, it's probably going to make a noise. You know what I'm saying? So then everybody going to turn around and look at me. So I figured if I squat down a little bit, you know, that motherfucker, make it easier for it to, you know, vacate the area. You know what I'm saying? So when I squat down, so I accomplished the goal, but then that motherfucker was kind of hot on his way out. You know what I'm saying? That exit was kind of hot. I realized before it even hit me, I wasn't finna stick around and realize exactly it was what it was. So when it was hot, I got the fuck out of Dodge, moved to the next girl like, yeah. And then Quick came over like, woo. But when he came up, it was like, woo. And it was just a bad situation. Why you got him sounding like he was on the little yellow bus? No, Quick, he wasn't stupid or nothing like that. He just talked like, you know, Nestle Quick, he talked. Remember the buzzard from Tom and Jerry? I've got to go get my brother. I wish my brother George was here. He'd sound just like that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? That's just his voice. Nestle Quick, he'd be like, hey, damn. Now, me and Nestle Quick started like right around the same time, right? And Nestle Quick is one of the most dedicated dancers ever. Nestle Quick get to a party and it didn't matter if it was snow, sun. Nestle Quick never missed a motherfucking show. He was always there, even if he had to ride his motherfucking bike. And Quick, you know if he was there, because if you see his bike chained to the pole in front of the club, Nestle Quick would be there, ready to perform, ready to do his thing, and it wasn't you didn't have to worry. You knew somebody, if no other dancer showed up, Nestle Quick was going to be there. So we started around the same time, and one time, Nestle Quick, me and Platinum talking in the back room, and Quick came in, he was like, hey, damn, Platinum, gotta tell y'all about something. We was like, what's up? He said, man, I had my first threesome. And we was like, what? He was like, yeah, I had my first threesome. I'm telling this business. This was like years. We was in the dressing room of Henry's Palace. She said, I remember he danced to Watson. He was dancing to Janet Jackson. Didn't make a dollar, but still dancing. Nestle Quick is, and if there was an award for that, Nestle Quick was always the most dedicated dancer, and he enjoyed being the dancer. For him, the money was a bonus, but that motherfucker would get out there and perform no matter what. So, but anyway, he came to us, and we in the back dressing room of Henry's, and I had my first threesome. And me and Platt both look at each other, we're like, nigga, how long you been dancing? He's just now getting your first one? He was like, yeah, y'all do it all the time? Anyway, what happened? He was like, well, I was with my homegirl and we was smoking, right? We was like, yeah. So we was smoking and her girl came and then she started smoking and we was high. We was like, yeah. So when we got high and then she came and she got high too, she was like, well, I'm going to go to sleep. And she laid down in my lap while me and the other girl was smoking. So this was my girl. So she woke up. She started doing what she do. We was like, all right, Quick. And so her girl was like, I want some too. Next thing I know, they both sucking my dick. So with me and Platinum sitting there listening like, okay, all right. Again, this ain't new shit to us, you know what I'm saying? But for Quick, he was so excited. He was like, man, that shit was great. I'm going to be their friend forever. That shit was one of the funniest fucking things ever. So, yeah, male dancing always has an adventure. There's always some crazy shit that goes on. And people be like, shit really like that? It happened for real? Shit really like that happens for real. It's not uncommon. So I definitely say that. It's always an adventure. It's always some shit. And for y'all, as ladies being in the audience, y'all see us entertaining. Y'all seeing us put on the shows. Sometimes you have no idea what goes into putting some of these shows together as far as the promoting side, the business side. You have to deal with the club, the dancers, the DJ, sometimes the law. It's a whole lot of shit that goes into the backside that goes into your backside that you would never know about. You got him sounding so special, Ed. My head hurt from laughing. I'm not making fun of him. He really, that was just his voice tone. He sounded like the buzzard guy from the thing. Okay, it's 11:16. I'm gonna tell y'all. Okay, we got shows coming up. The world is almost all the way off of punishment, but it's enough off of punishment now where we can start throwing shows again. We are doing shows. We want to keep everybody safe. We want everybody to have a good time at the same time. You know what I'm saying? So we're taking into consideration, some people are still concerned, about their well-being. All of that is being taken into consideration. We would never put you in a situation where, first off, you feel uncomfortable or you'd be in jeopardy of being contaminated. So, you know what I'm saying? We are taking all these things in consideration. Sanitation is important. Spacing is important. So all of this still now is being considered, but still putting a show on for you. Okay? So we want y'all to come out and have a damn good time. A damn good time. Okay? So now the first thing, I got a show on the 28th of this month. That's going to be over at Hush Lounge on Finkel. Going back to Finkel for now. So I want y'all to come out and have a good time. Like I said, we're doing belated birthday parties for everybody who missed theirs. The next one, that's the big show, is going to be on the 31st of July down in Toledo. So if you're in the city, you want to do a road trip, hey, get with us. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's welcome. If you're in Ohio, of course. If you're not in Ohio and you still want to go, VIP is available. So if you're celebrating your birthday, your graduation, fuck your baby daddy day, whatever the fucking case it is, you celebrating something, we want you to come and have a good time with us. Celebrate being able to get the fuck out the house. You've been dealing with them badass kids being out of school for how long? You need some time for you. Let your hair down, take your wig off, take your bra off. I mean, that's up to you. Some of y'all need to put a bra on because you got extra titties. But, I mean, that's okay. I don't mind. I like our titties. So if you got extra titties, that's just more fun. Finkel, yes, China, we're going to be on Finkel at Hush on the 28th of this month. She said, so damn, you going to make sure everyone have a good time, huh? Yeah, that's my job. I want to make sure everybody has a good time. I want to do the best that I can to make sure that any event that I'm a part of, if it's mine, if it's somebody else's, that you have a good time. You go away with an experience. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to put on any bullshit shows. I don't want to be a part of any bullshit shows where it doesn't run right, you're not entertained, you are uncomfortable, any of that shit. We want you to come out and genuinely enjoy yourself. There ain't gonna be no bullshit about females not being able to get along because she came here and I can't fuck with her because I fuck with him. It ain't none of that bullshit. We don't put up with none of that. You know what I'm saying? Everybody just come and enjoy the show. That's all the fuck you got to do. I don't care who your favorite is. I don't care who invited you. Come and enjoy the whole show. You know what I'm saying? It's a grown-up environment, so y'all can drink. Some places allow you to smoke. I don't know the particulars about that part, but I know y'all can drink and eat. You know what I'm saying? But don't come broke. I'm gonna be honest with that part. You have appreciation that we appreciate. This is our job, and we're gonna invest in ourselves, whether it's our costumes, cologne, gas, whatever the fuck the case is. We put ourselves together and invest in us to make sure you have a good show. So I'm not gonna ever tell you how much to tip, but come and show love to your comfort level. Find somebody that you like, and if they're doing a good job, give them $1. You know what I'm saying? If you like the way they look, give them $1. You like their music. You like their costume. You appreciate the motherfucker smile. Whatever the fuck it is you like about somebody, just show them some love. And that's what. So is mask going to be required? Encouraged. Masks are encouraged. And if you have them, wear them. You know what I'm saying? Be comfortable. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I'm going to say that. Masks are encouraged, but I'm not going to say that they're mandated. You know, but yeah. You know, we don't want nothing flying in your mouth. And I've never said that before, ever. I mean, because it wouldn't fly. Well, it could fly in your mouth. But anyway, you'll be healthy. Everybody come and just enjoy yourself. You know what I'm saying? So if you got a mask, you got a scarf, you know what I'm saying, and you want to be covered, of course. You know what I'm saying? We are, again, doing our best to be mindful of everything that's still going on. You know what I'm saying? So enjoy yourself. That's the whole main thing. And yes, my Halloween show is in the works. I can tell you that for sure. Masterpiece will be back. If y'all didn't see Masterpiece at my birthday show, you can go to the motherfucking Masterpiece on Instagram and take a look at him. I'm going to have Apache, my homie from New York. He's going to be here. There is a possibility Bolo might be back. I'm waiting on him actually to tell me if he's booked or not. If he's not booked for Halloween, Bolo will be back in the building, as well as all of our local favorites. You know what I'm saying? All the guys that, you know, run in my circle. So I'm putting that together now. I'm getting all my organization for it. So if you want to be ahead of the game and start looking for costumes since you're at home doing online shopping, go ahead and look for everything now. So just go ahead and get your costumes together and figure that shit out. If you're celebrating a birthday, especially around Halloween, you'll have a damn good time. I swear for love. I like the one from New York. My boy Apache, yep, he's going to be here, definitely. I'm actually thinking about doing a little bit of a Halloween tour. Now, when I say a tour, that means it won't be just one show in one place. Of course, there's going to be one in Detroit. Thinking about doing one in Lansing. I can do one in Flint. Maybe might be able to do one in Ohio. So, from Friday, Saturday, Sunday, it's 4 days. Gonna see how I can fill them all up. But it's definitely going to be an eventful weekend. So, things are, like I said, I'm planning. I'm in the organization process. Some of it's already in the works. Like I said, I know Apache's going to be here. I know Masterpiece is going to be here. My local guys, that's going to be a given. But I want to make it as much of an event as possible. So I'm definitely planning on Halloween. So I would like for all y'all ladies to do the same thing. Take the day off ahead of time. Let your jobs know Halloween weekend, I'm going to need some time off. So if you got to get your babysitters together. Now, I'm not saying don't do stuff with your kids, because Halloween is definitely a kid's holiday. So on the day of Halloween, take the kids out, let them go get their candy, their little snacks all during the daytime. But when the sun come down, it's mama time. Okay? You do everything you got to do with the kids during the daytime. Give them their time, you know what I'm saying? Have fun with them. Enjoy the experience and the memories. But when nighttime comes, it's mama time. And mama time, it's damn time. That's all I'm going to say about that. So I definitely want all y'all to be a part of that, and all of us to get together so we can enjoy yourselves. And if you haven't been out in a while because of the plague, or if you just your job, there's no time like the present than to celebrate you being a grown-ass woman. You go to work all the time. You take care of them kids. You take care of that motherfucker, whoever that motherfucker is. You deal with all that shit. Don't you deserve some time for you? Well, come on, motherfucker. She says, I'm taking all those days off that you're doing your anniversary party. I'm putting all that together now. So as soon as I get it together, I want all y'all to be there. So Halloween is definitely going to be an event. Now, until then, like I said, we still got all this other stuff coming up. You know what I'm saying? The 28th of this month is going down. You should too. What's up, Ms. Love? How you doing, darling? Share the video for everybody. I forgot to do that. What's up, bro? It's Little Dan. What I missed. I'm on here going all the way in like a midget dick. Also, hey, I forgot to do something else. First off, ladies, please share the video. Also, let me get a check-in. Let me see where everybody who's still watching is watching from. I want to know what cities I got people tuning in from. You know, I know I'm in Detroit. You know what I'm saying? Well, specifically Redford right now. But let me know where I got everybody watching from. I'm real curious to see that. And anybody who's listening on Cave Radio Broadcasting also, if you ever want to watch along live, you can go to my Facebook page, Thomas Trailer, or Tommy Trailer, or Damn Tommy, and you can watch and participate if you want to ask questions, if you want to comment on a story that I'm talking about. You can go to my Facebook page and watch along live and see me and all my craziness. Now, again, I always give everybody fair warning. East Detroit, I see you. I give everybody fair warning. If you tune in to watch my live, I hope you got insurance on your phone. I'm a grotesquely ugly individual. I am so ugly as ooh golly. You ever just look at somebody and be like, ooh golly? I'm that kind of ugly. It was just ooh golly. I just like, oh my God, how the hell? And it's like that with me. You know what I'm saying? I'm a horrible, morbidly ugly individual. I'm grotesquely just disrespectful to your irises. So, you know, just be prepared that if you pull me up on your screen, once you take a look at all this, you might think something went wrong with your phone. Don't think nothing's wrong with your phone. It's just this, you know, I make the hunchback from Notre Dame just look like, you know, he's Casanova. But just be prepared for that. But anyway, if y'all ever listening along live and you want to watch and comment, go to my Facebook page. That way you can see all of this, you know, man, that's fucking your screen up. I see the west side of Detroit tuning in, east side of Detroit. I got Detroit all in here. What's going on? Give me a check-in. Let me know where everybody's watching from so I can see y'all. We all on here. I appreciate everybody. Now, while I wait for everybody to give me a check-in and let me know where y'all watching from, she says the lies he's telling all his listeners, this man fine as hell. No, that's just my hair is fine. It's thin. You know what I'm saying? I got thin in hair. So, you know, it's fine. But everybody, I'm trying to tell you, it's a bad situation. Anyway, what was I talking about? I forgot. Okay, I'm going to tell y'all, in dealing with all this craziness in the world, I want to touch on something serious and how all you ladies can do your part to heal the world in these unprecedented times. Now, when I say unprecedented times, you hear people say these difficult times, these challenging times. These unprecedented times means we ain't got a president who give a fuck. So I'm going to say these unprecedented times, because when we had a president who was at least partaking in some of the gratifications, we didn't have none of these challenges we're dealing with now. So that's what I'm going to touch on, not myself, but as a subject at the moment. Now, stop playing you know you fine. No, girl. What you talking about? Anyway, no, I ain't fine. He got some beautiful hair. No, I don't. I'm bald. I got like a couple twigs. You know what I'm saying? You know how you see them babies and they ain't got enough hair to put into a ponytail, so they got that like little sprig on top, kind of like Pebbles did. You know what I'm saying? That little sprig on top. I got one of them, you know, Real Housewives Section 8 ponytails. It's just bad. Anyway, anyway, what I was talking about. Okay, we want to keep everybody safe, right? So the way we keep everybody safe is by working together. And in working together, ladies, you are the key. You are the key to getting past this pandemic, this epidemic, the world being in a destructive mode right now, and all these negative moods and all these fucked up attitudes. Ladies, read my face. Hold on. I was about to laugh. Hold on. Read my face. You can heal the world. And in times like these here, let me get closer so y'all can look at me in my face. Sorry if I'm making anybody feel queasy in the stomach looking all this ugly. Anyway, it's times like these when you can be the ones to help the world, okay? You can do your part to help everybody get into better moods. So we want y'all to realize SAD Sal. Some of y'all saying, what is SAD Sal? It's an acronym. Suck a dick and save a life. That's right. Suck a dick and save a life. Think about it. If you were doing your part to heal the world, there wouldn't be any wars. There wouldn't be any racism. It wouldn't be all of this bullshit, people walking around like they got something to prove. If more of you ladies would just take it to the face the world will be a happy place. And I can't say that. And I promise you, from the bottom of my I'm serious here. Okay, this is a serious moment. All right, and I want you all to be serious. Okay, because sometimes you just got to go down on it. You know what I'm saying? And when it's challenging, and that's okay. I suck a dick and save a life last week, and I'm doing it tonight. As well you should. And here's the thing. Don't just, give one time, okay? Don't just think, okay, I sucked a dick and save a life once. No, you got to keep on. You got to keep giving it that effort, okay? You have to persist, okay? I want you to get down on that motherfucker like somebody's life depends on it. It could be yours. Suck a dick and save a life. I want y'all to think about some of the challenges we've had in the past, okay? Like when Bush was president. Now, granted, there was a Bush in the Bible, but they were very similar because shit was burning up around this motherfucker then. Gas was expensive than a motherfucker. We was at war. You know what I'm saying? When Bush was president, it motherfucker, old tight ass motherfucker, and everybody was just angry with the U.S. Then Clinton got in office. Y'all already know. Clinton got in office and just sat back and relaxed. Gas was cheap. Employment was up. Motherfuckers was looking like, hey, we like that president. That motherfucker played the saxophone. He get head. He go to the BET Awards. He was on Arsenio Hall. And Clinton was president, and the motherfucking world was good. Everything was fine. And then fucking another Bush happened. And fucking history repeats itself. Here comes this motherfucking Bush again. And shit just got bad than a motherfucking. It's like, what the fuck? Thought we got rid of that. They was like, oh, no, you don't. Y'all motherfuckers got it too good. Here, throw some more bullshit in the game. That's what they try to do. They see you happy. It's like, oh, no, too much head going on. Fuck that. And it just got bad again. So then what did we do? We got somebody who got in the office and knew how to do the ballroom hustle. That motherfucker got in the White House and put a runner down in the main hallway. You know what I'm talking about? The motherfucker got in the White House and brought a Foreman grill in that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So he was getting some head and probably some asshole too. But I ain't, you know what? I don't know about that. I can't say that. But I'm just saying. Shit was good again. Motherfuckers was working. They was respecting the U.S. because this motherfucker, he knew how not to just shake hands. This motherfucker knew how to get some dap. You know what I'm saying? And they liked the U.S. They was like, oh, man, this nigga's cool. You know what I'm saying? Shit was good. And then now, what the fuck happens again? Just shit was too good. It's like, sometimes something's too good. They got to throw some bullshit in it. Now we got this orange Cheeto colored motherfucker in here, and everybody mad at us again because he in there running the White House like Death Row Records, and it's all fucked up. You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying what I think. Nothing is wrong with getting it in the air. Hey, for each their own. Bite the pillow. It's all right. But anyway, so what I would suggest, if I was president, I would have the oral office. I would have the oral office, and I would invite all the dignitaries. I invite all the dignitaries to come for a meeting. Because they would come for the meeting, right? So we're going to all come in and we're going to sit at the table, and they sit down at this tall table. The table come up to their chest. And they're like, why is this table so tall? Why do we have to sit? Oh, zip. What the fuck? Oh, my goodness. Hey, I'd like to welcome y'all to the meeting. Everybody just sit back and relax. But do you know that there is oh my God. Oh, Spadenia, Felicibaba. So what was y'all motherfuckers mad about? Nothing. I am good. I am so good. Everything is good over here. What about y'all? China, what y'all? Hey, everything fine. Oh, we no mad no more. She suck a wee pee pee. Everything is good. She suck a wee pee pee. Everything is good. We take back disease. Fuck, I love America. Everything would be fine. Everything would be great. And then they'd be like, we want to come back America. Fuck a green card. We want a white floor. So I think if we had an oral office, and what motherfuckers gonna be arguing about? They ain't gonna be shit to argue about. Ain't gonna be shit to complain about. They gonna go over to their country. We need an oral officer too. The oral office is great. I love this nigga. He said I got to pass. I can say nigga. He said it's okay. Oh shit. What the hell is waiting on you? I've been married before. Anyway, they gonna go over to their countries and they gonna make their own oral office. Suck a dick, save a life 2020. Sad Sal. I'm just saying. I'm gonna get a shirt that says Sad Sal on it. Yeah, if motherfuckers don't know when you wearing your Sad Sal shirt, they gonna be like, what is Sad Sal? Who is Sal? Suck a dick and save a life. What the fuck going on? She's like, what the fuck? That's what they would say when they first sit down at the table. What the fuck is going down here? Can you imagine motherfuckers coming into the oral office and they don't know what's going on? There's supposed to be a meeting and you just see everybody sitting at the table like, what the fuck is going on in this meeting? Shut the fuck up. Shut up. Just sit. Shit. Sit down. You'll see in a second. Just sit down, motherfucker. Sit down. Sit down. Well, I don't understand what the fuck is going on here. We're supposed to be in here discussing the debate and the deficit and I told you, motherfucker. Shut the fuck up. Sit back, relax. Oh shit. Well, we should need to talk. Fuck it. Shit. Exactly. She said, I'm late. Let me get my shirt in purple. We're going to do Sad Sal shirts, and I'm going to have damn shirts available. When the shows come up, y'all can buy a damn shirt, take some damn home with you, and I'm going to have some Sad Sal shirts, Suck a Dick, Save a Life 20. Man, that would be the perfect. Man, oh, that's great. All right, so I'm gonna get some Sad Sal shirts going too. All right, oral office, the oral office. Who would be mad, motherfuckers? Listen here. Fuck sending people these little bullshit ass checks. You know what I'm saying? You send them some good ass head, and the world would be a great place. You know, motherfuckers. Listen here. I'm gonna send you some head. All you got to do is. So who under the table sucking dick? Somebody who's getting real good health care. I don't give a fuck if they name Monica. I want my shirt in blue and black. We can work that out. Somebody, we gonna make sure they got good health care. They got good dental. Of course, we gonna make sure their dental shit is covered. You know what I'm saying? Listen. You gonna have the best health care in the world, and motherfucker, you want that, or you know what? That's what you do. All these immigrants that want to come over here, all these motherfuckers who want to come to America. This is how you earn your green card. We're gonna change it to the white card. you want some citizenship? You gotta suck some shit. You gotta suck your way into America, and motherfuckers will be so happy to come. Literally, you know what I'm saying? So we gonna get it right. You know, we gonna either get the immigrants, you know, that want to come to America, or we gonna get some of these ladies who got like bad raps and they trying to, you know, get off probation. You know what I'm saying? And they got cases and they trying to knock some time off of their thing. Listen here, this is how you beat the system. You beat that motherfucker off. You know what I'm saying? And the better you perform, the shorter your challenge is gonna be. So we gonna work with you, and we gonna make sure you got the best health care, and you know you ain't gonna have to pay for no laundry, or no you don't have to worry about getting no arthritis, because I'm gonna have a nice fluffy carpet. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be nice and cushiony. You motherfuckers can't wear no shoes on my carpet. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have a shag carpet. I'm bringing that shit back. It's gonna be fluffy and soft and comfortable. You know what I'm saying? And motherfuckers walk into the oral office, and it's gonna be just sage and incense in the air, and motherfuckers come in there and they're like, what the fuck kind of meeting is this? This is not the kind of meeting that I come here for. And then, you know, the motherfuckers that they wear the turbans and the tight shit, you know, they wear like dresses and shit, so she gonna have to pull their dress up. And they don't have to zip nothing, because you know, like a lot of them they wear dresses already, so they just gonna have to go underneath their dress. And then, you know, they be like, we love America. fuck it all. And then we just gonna have everybody coming here, literally. You know what I'm saying? And it'll be just like one of their stores. Come again. Come again. I will, I promise I will. This motherfucker here, I love this motherfucker. This mother, some of my bitch. Lewinsky cracking the fuck. Oh, she would be, you know what I'm saying? Because she gonna be the ones who have to train the rest of the interns. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna be an oral exam that they have to pass. Knee pads only, huh? Well, I mean, you know, I'm gonna have a soft carpet. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, we want to make sure that everybody gets their fair due. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to have an oral exam. We're going to have a head instructor. You know what I'm saying? And they're going to be definite qualifications, you know what I'm saying, for these interns. They're going to have the ability to, if they're interns, they're going to have the ability to turn out some shit. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't understand the weight of the world falls on their knees. So how much is the pay for sucking dick under the table? What do you want? I want some. No carpet burns. No, we're going to have a nice fluffy shag carpet, and we're going to make sure, you know, that they're comfortable. Again, because you have to accommodate them. You know, the women under the table, she said, how much do they get paid? They going to get paid better than basketball athletes. Because, you know, the dignitaries, man, listen, the whole free world depends on those mouths. So we going to pay them bitches like basketball players. You know what I'm saying? You get this $1 million contract, bitch. You know what I'm saying? And don't fuck around and be an MVP. You know what I'm saying? You go all the way. You know what I'm saying? I'll go gadget deep throat. You know what I'm saying? I want a bitch who's double jointed in the esophagus. You know what I'm saying? You come in this motherfucker and boy, I'm trying to tell you, they gonna get everything. They gonna get pensions. They gonna have the best insurance. Plus, are you going to let them test their skills out on you? Well, you know, somebody's gonna have to sacrifice themselves. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna be a hard job. You know what I'm saying? But there are certain things that, you know, you have to do it for your country. You know what I'm saying? And if it has to fall on me, then, you know, I guess somebody's going to have to do it. And, you know, I would hate for somebody who's ill-experienced or unprepared to be able to stand at the ready. You know what I'm saying? So, If I have to sit so they can kneel so that the country can stand, then so be it. You know what I'm saying? But it has to be someone who is well versed in the different techniques that are required, you know what I'm saying, to make sure that all of their needs are met. Okay, equal rights? Fuck yeah, you know, that as well this should be. You know what I'm saying? No mouth will go unfed. You know what I'm saying? So, they're going to get, like I said, they're going to get paid like the athletes. Teabag them. Well, I mean, sometimes you just have to be able to, you have to be able to come at it from different angles. You know what I'm saying? So that just makes it better for them. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes if you have to, you know, switch it around, you know what I'm saying, then that's okay. You know what I'm saying? That whole will be of glory. You know what I'm saying? And that's okay. So, again, we'll figure out a way to make sure that, you know, all cultures come together. You know, and this will be something that I focus on as a part of my, what is it they call when my campaign. You know what I'm saying? So you are going to go all in for your country. Well, you know what? I'm going to shoot for the best talent, you know what I'm saying, and we want to find the gifted that our country has, you know what I'm saying, because I really believe that, you know, there's something to give, you know what I'm saying, and in situations like this, you know, we want to find interns and ladies who have the best qualifications in their cock cushions. If you have these bountiful blessings on your face, you know, there's no reason why they should go to waste. You know what I'm saying? We want to find the best that every culture has to offer. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna find we could do drafts. You know what I'm saying? Head drafts, and we're gonna find those who who don't mind giving their throat all. I mean, that's what I meant to say. All. They don't mind giving their all to fulfill their throats. I mean, aspirations, whatever the case might be. We want to make sure that, again, because there will be no sicknesses at this point. You know what I'm saying? There'll be no sickness. There'll be no more wars. There'll be no more just bad attitudes. You ever notice that, after you get some head, just some good quality head? I'm not just talking about some mediocre head. You ever notice after you get some of that good quality head, there ain't nothing the motherfucker can say bad to you. Your whole disposition is just fuck it. Fuck what? What was the problem? I don't know. Is it worth it? Let's see. And see, I would be willing to put that to the test. I would be willing. She says, what the fuck? What are you saying, Nikita? So what you have to offer? What do we have to offer? We have to offer health care. We have to offer job stability. Okay. We have to offer a foundation, not just for you, but for your kids. You know what I'm saying? You'd be able to send them to the best schools. You know what I'm saying? Only hoes would line up. That's not true. And I beg to differ with that. No, because you have some hoes out there, but then you have some whores. And then you, even beyond the whores, you have some talented women. You have some qualified individuals. You know what I'm saying? Because I really believe there are some women out there. Now, here's the difference. COVID and AIDS, oh, no, spreading love. No, not at all. If anything, now we're curing it. We're curing it. We're getting rid of all of these ailments and all of these bad, negative things. They won't be anymore. They'll be a thing of the past. Because now this mouth love that we're spreading, you know what I'm saying, will heal the world. And we're going to get rid of all of that stigmata. You know what I'm saying? Now, granted, you know what I'm saying, it'll be a lot of glossy chins. It'll be a lot of women with really strong necks. You know what I'm saying? Women will walk around with really strong, thick necks, but that's okay. You know what I'm saying? You'll be safe. You know what I'm saying? If you get in a car accident, you won't be juggling around and shit. Your neck will be strong than a motherfucker. What? Dude, show you're a junk. Shut up. Never. Strip, okay, you must be wanting to send some money to my PayPal or something. Or you coming to a show. That's what it is. You coming to a show. You come to a show, that's the only way that's fucking going to happen. Now, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to heal the world. We're going to make the world a better place. For you and for me. For the entire human race. Because, there are people dying. Okay. Okay, I need to take a drink. Ain't shit for free. So you can't have all of this going on and there's no compensation for it. So again, we're going to look out. You know what I'm saying? We're going to look out and look around and make sure that everybody is getting their due. You know what I'm saying? And my goal is to really spread happiness. Spread cheer. Maybe a little jizz, but that's okay. Everybody gets their own wet wipes and we're going to make it good for everybody. Literally. I mean, think about it. Some of y'all been sucking dick for free anyway. And what do you have to show for it? You ain't get a scholarship. you ain't get a car. You might have got a ride home. But you know what I'm saying? Think about all the wasted dicks y'all sucked. This is going to bring you stability for the rest of not just your life, but the lives that you've created. I'm going to bed. LOL. Good night. And that's okay. Go see his show, girl. It's worth it. Thank you. I appreciate that. So, in the last 10 minutes of the show, that's what I'll talk about. The shows that are coming up. And I definitely appreciate that. Thank you. The 28th, we're having the show over on Finkel at Hush Lounge. Look at my flyer, that's my cover picture, to get the exact address. For everybody who celebrated a belated birthday, or if you didn't have a chance to celebrate your belated birthday, come that night and we'll make sure you have a good time. All birthday girls are free, as long as you got somebody who's a paying customer with you. I heard something. Anyway, and then on July 31st, we're going to be down in Toledo. That flyer's coming soon. It's got some of Ohio's entertainers in there. We're going to be bringing some of Detroit's best down there. Myself, Light Pleasure, Beast, Uncut, Desire. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to be definitely putting on some shows. And if you just want a private show, don't think that wherever you're at in the world, we have dick on delivery. You know what I'm saying? So if you have a budget, we have entertainment. Wherever you're at. You know, so get with me. Whatever the occasion is that you're celebrating something, I want to make sure that we're providing good quality entertainment for you. So I want to work that out for you. So we can make sure, again, that you're getting what is due to you, because it's been a whole bunch of bullshit shows. It's been a whole bunch of crappy entertainment. I'm not gonna have none of the kids dancing for you. You ain't got to worry about coming to a show and watching motherfuckers dance in blue jeans and boxer shorts, looking like they just came off the street dancing around with hoop nuts. You're gonna have grown men in costumes, you know what I'm saying, putting on exotic shows, looking good and smelling good just for y'all. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be able to live out the fantasy. You know what I'm saying? Did two? What you did two what? What did you do two of, Christina? So make sure you're there for those. And if you want VIP, if you want a booth, we got those available for all shows. And again, I would definitely tell you about Halloween being my anniversary. That's going to be something that we're putting on. It's going to be a sexy costume contest. Damn, something is in my eye. Sorry. I'm going to be doing a sexy costume contest. Might do a couple other contests. You know, I try to always do things that are fun for everybody so y'all can come out and have a good time and shit like that. Share this video, please. Also, I almost forgot. Go to my YouTube page, which is I Am Damn the Dancer. Is that what it is? Tell me if I'm wrong. I haven't been on it in a minute, but you can go watch all of the Ask a Strippers. I also have some stripper stories on there. My stripper stories are some of my most popular stories that y'all like to hear, where you can go on YouTube and watch them. They're about maybe 10 minutes long, and they're just the individual stories where you don't have to watch the whole 2-hour show like when you watch my actual radio show. So go to my YouTube channel, Damn the Dancer. I think that's what it is. Or is it I Am Damn the Dancer? Whatever the fuck it is. Just look for Damn and you'll find me. I'm going to put up the link anyway. Matter of fact, I think I'll do that tonight. I'll put up the link for my Make the World a Better Place for You and for me. That's right. That's right, bro. That's what we're going to do. Suck a dick and save a life. It's so serious out here. But go to my YouTube channel so you can watch my stripper stories. And I'm just telling all the different stories. And like I said, you don't have to sit there and watch a whole 2-hour episode. You can go just watch 1-2 of the stories and be able to laugh if you want to, share it if you want to, all of the above. And I'm going to put a couple more on there hopefully this week. Oh, and I forgot, this is the Thursday before Father's Day. I wish I'd remember this early. For all of my fellow male dancers, for all... had to do it, bro. Thank you. That's all right. For all of my fellow male dancers, for all of my brothers, my cousins, my friends, us that are full-time fathers, this shit has never been easy. But it's been one of the things that I've enjoyed that I never expected. I am a dad to every kid that I have ever met. And I'm a father to all of mine. Genetic and accepted. I enjoy it. I enjoy it, and it has been my complete motivation at times when I didn't have it from any other angle. And because of that, I say thank you to mine, as far as my dad and my humans. Because I couldn't have been as persistent in making things successful, or even have the drive to do everything that I have done, had it not been for my kids. Because different times I feel like, man, fuck this shit. You know what? I don't want to do it. I don't feel like doing it. I don't want to get up. I don't want to go to work. I don't want to whatever the fuck. Sometimes I just be like, oh man, everything is fucked up. Fuck this shit, I'm out. I quit. And to have these feelings of frustration and just woe are natural. But to have these eyes looking at you saying, okay, what are we supposed to do? That ain't even asking that question, but they looking at you like, okay, well, if he can do it, we'll do it. Or if we see him trying, we gonna try. If we see him persist, we'll persist. Just because they watching you, even when they not looking at you physically. So I have been motivated from that at times when I didn't even plan on it. But she says, well, tonight I'm gonna suck a dick and save a life all night. And that's that kind of go-get-it attitude that's so important. You know, and we want to spread that love like lips. And you know, sometimes you just got to take it to the face. You know, don't dodge, don't run. You put in all that work, you deserve your reward. You might as well get it all. Okay? I mean, hey, go balls deep if you got to. You just made me switch subjects just to see. You can't say certain shit like that. I was in a serious zone and you just took me all out of it. Anyway, next week, I'm going to do a contest next week. I don't know what the fuck kind of contest I'm going to do, but I'm going to do a contest next week where I'm going to give away a ticket for the show on the 28th. So, stay tuned. And I'm not sure, like I said, I'm not sure what kind of contest, because you guys have to answer a question, more than likely something about me. So I have to figure out what's a good contest where you guys can comment on here and you'll win a free ticket. Maybe I'll even do 2 tickets. You'll be able to win 2 free tickets to the shows coming up. So I'm going to do that next week. But I need y'all to share the video. I need y'all to be active with it. So that's what we'll do. Just plan on watching next week so we can figure out what the contest is going to be, so you ladies can win a free ticket for the show on the 28th. And then we'll do that again coming up for the show on the 31st. So it's a lot going down. And you should too. So, ladies, you also have some homework. This is your homework. Over the week, because we're going to talk again next Thursday. And I'm on every Thursday from 10 to 12, Cative Radio Broadcasting. If you can't go to Facebook, go to the radio station and you can listen along live, or you can go to my Facebook page and watch along live. Just, I hope I don't burn your eyes from all this ugly I got going on. Anyway, your homework for next week, ladies, and this is in all seriousness, I'm going to check, okay? I'm going to check and see who lived up to what they needed to do here. Because your homework for the week is to save somebody's life. Okay? And I want you to go out there and don't be half-assing it. You know, you got to take it to... I got good knees. Even if some of you have bad knees, just work on your angle. Lay on the back of the bed, take it to the face. You know what I'm saying? There's so many different ways. Get that motherfucker from the side. Ain't nothing wrong with some good roadhead every now and then. You know what I'm saying? As long as that motherfucker can focus, you know what I'm saying? Don't distract this motherfucker and then have an accident. Make sure he's got good focus. Okay? But your homework for next week, ladies, go and save someone's life. Take it to the face. Now, sad Sal. Share the damn show. Thank you very much. Share the fucking video. It's not homework for me. I do it all the time on GP. So that means you're just ahead of the class. That's all right. You're a star student. Gold star for you. I'm going to start putting gold star on bitches' foreheads. So when you see women walking around the city and you see a gold star on their forehead, you know they've been damned. That would be funny. Bitch, you did too. Yes, bitch. Yeah, high five, and y'all just know y'all. Okay. Anyway, ladies, see y'all next week. Suck a dick, save a life.